The first case linked to Cedar Meats was diagnosed on the 2nd of April, but health authorities say that they didn't consider the abattoir an exposure site as the employee wasn't at work while infected. Now, the second and third case wasn't identified for another 3 weeks, and it wasn't until the 29th of April that Victoria's Health Department contacted the abattoir and advised it to shut down for deep cleaning. Now, we have heard from Victoria's Chief Health Officer, Dr. Brett Sutton, who's had something to say about the timeline.
We were told that there was an employee of the meatworks in early April, but we were also told that he was not there at the relevant time to make it a concern.
So how do we end up with nearly 50 cases out of the meatworks if he wasn't there?
Well, because someone's been there who's infected.
Do we know who?
We know the first cases that were identified, but people can have very mild symptoms, and we'll really struggle to understand who introduced it and when, but somebody's brought it into the facility.
But you believe it wasn't that first person in early April?
Oh, no, I don't. Not on the basis of what I know.
Okay.
Yes, you have every right to ask questions about when notifications occurred and what action was taken, but I don't think that should distract from a broad recognition that what's going on here is outstanding, world-leading tracking and checking strategies, and I think the Chief Health Officer and his staff deserve commendation for it.
The cluster is now linked to 49 cases. It's the largest cluster in Victoria. The Federal Agricultural Minister, David Littleproud, says that they're looking into Victoria's response.
I want to understand when we were notified and how we were notified, because potentially those Commonwealth Department of Agriculture personnel who were in that abattoir and then moved to another one potentially could have spread the virus. So I want to get an understanding of what Victoria state officials undertook in that.
Annalise, Cedar Meats is closed for deep cleaning. All 300 of its workers are undergoing testing and are in self-isolation. I will keep you updated with any developments.